Hello, today I'm going to talk about the history of Johnny Thunder, and this one is going to be probably the shortest episode, and I'm going to get started because honestly, he's got some pretty murky um, origins. That being, I really don't know how I came up with him, and there's no story behind it. The only story is, I know that I wrote the first episode, which is episode 1, The Litter Bug, and I think the same day I was in college at the time, and I gathered two of my friends, Josh and Andrieska, and I said, do you want to be in a movie? And I remember filming it, but other than that, I don't really remember going and finding them or writing it. It must have just been an idea I had for this private eye who had cases that were just absolutely ridiculous. And of course, in that case, the first episode, somebody littered and dropped a gum wrapper on the floor. And that was it. We filmed it, and it's become kind of a thing with my college group of friends now that we're all graduated. And we actually filmed 2 summers ago. This sounds ridiculous, but it was 2 summers ago now that we filmed episode 2, and it hasn't been released yet. It's finished, but to be honest, I'm not going to get into it, but it's due to some stuff with my friend group, it has not been released yet. It will be, because this summer, actually, in about 2 weeks, we're going to have our annual get-together, and we're going to have like a premiere party. And after that premiere party, episode 2, which is called Blind Justice, will be uploaded to my YouTube channel. And it's called Blind Justice, but I'm not going to give you any details, because those would be spoilers. The hat is interesting. Before I continue, I have this hat that I think I bought at Rite Aid when I was in college, and I put it on when I did Johnny Thunder for the first time, and it just stuck. I wear it in general sometimes too, but this just became the Johnny Thunder hat, and a Hawaiian shirt. Not this one, but this is the general Johnny Thunder look. But anyway, then last summer we recorded an episode that I call 1.5, because again, technically 2 isn't out yet. But it's called Emily's Bridge, and we were in Vermont visiting my friend for our annual get-together. And he knew about this haunted bridge called Emily's Bridge in Stowe, Vermont. And so it was a beautiful covered bridge, and we went there, and I didn't really have much of an idea. I mean, unlike Mr. Brown and Benny and Martha, Johnny Thunder is usually scripted. He's the only one of my main kind of characters who does usually have a script. But this time around, I didn't even know where we were going. I didn't really prepare anything, so I kind of just winged it in that respect. And I had my friend kind of play a bumbling cameraman, again, kind of improv. And actually, his name is Jake. I won't give away his last name here, but Jake actually is the guy who edited the Emily's Bridge episode, which is on this YouTube channel as well. That was a lot of fun. Since then, though, I haven't done much with him, again, because mainly Johnny Thunder episode 2 has yet to be technically premiered. So I have actually started doing collaborations with Mr. Brown, which is kind of bridging my KRL verse in a way. And I'll talk about this more in the Mr. Brown episode, which will be the next one, but Mr. Brown and Benny and Martha have kind of a weird connection, which, again, I'll get into. So by connecting Mr. Brown to Johnny Thunder, I'm kind of connecting him back to Benny and Martha as well. So all of my kind of creations exist in this little weird multiverse or not multiverse, universe. I call it the KRL verse because Benny and Martha, and to an extent Mr. Brown, started on my fictional radio station KRL, which is the first history episode. No, the second history episode is about that. So I've collaborated again with Mr. Brown and Johnny Thunder, and they've done Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy as a duet. They've also done Beer for My Horses as a duet, and in the future I do have a plan for them to potentially do Here for the Party by Gretchen Wilson as a duet. And as I said, we'll be doing a premiere party, and then in about a week, or about 2 weeks, and then I'll be uploading the video for Johnny Thunder to Blind Justice. The way things work, you actually might get to see Johnny Thunder 2 before you see this video, I just realized, just by way of when I'm recording this. But as far as the future goes, I do have a couple of ideas. Well, Episode 3 script is complete, and it actually features a cameo from Mr. Brown. So again, bridging that kind of gap where I'm not going to have any more gaps. And if I ever do another Mr. Brown movie, you want to bet your butt that I'm going to have Johnny Thunder in there. So, yeah, the script for 3 is completed. We're actually going to film a scene when we get together, the opening scene. But the majority of the filming for 3 is going to be probably not next summer, but hopefully in February. We're hoping to get together over, because me and another friend work in education, so we're hoping that we can get February break to go visit another friend in Oregon, because we're kind of trying to travel around to visit different people where they are, so they're not always traveling to Maine. But hopefully we'll film episode 3 there, and then I do have ideas for 4 and 5, and 4 will be kind of a murder mystery. I love reading books by Lee Hollis, quick plug there, who is a Maine author who is a brother and sister team who write under the name Lee Hollis. Fantastic. But I think it would be cool to do like that kind of a murder mystery. That's not even written at all yet. But then I think, I'm not going to give away what 5 is going to be, but I think 5 will be kind of the finale. I mean, of course I'm going to continue doing Johnny Thunder, but that'll be kind of a futuristic ending to Johnny Thunder. And that's it. That's the history and future. Again, there's more future than history in this one, I understand, because of the way that the history has worked with Johnny Thunder, unfortunately. But again, by the end of this month, you will, well, let's not, potentially by the end of next month, you'll be able to see, that being August, you'll be able to see episode 2. And there will be a link in the description to a playlist I have of everything Johnny Thunder related up to this point in the description. And I hope you've enjoyed this episode of the history of Johnny Thunder. And see you next time.